Hello everyone, happy 14th of November. How is everybody doing today? We have a very fun day to vlog today. Possibly a very stupid day to vlog today. I'll explain that in a second. So today is Saturday. As per the TSA in the Sprint Discord, it is a 10k Saturday. It's also the day of the NaNoWriMo Relay. So the NaNoWriMo Relay is something that I organised because I wanted to be part of some of these like mass AuthorTube live stream things, and I never was, so I did one myself. Basically, it's 19 hours worth of live streams with 19 fabulous AuthorTubers, including myself, of course, to get some words in for NaNoWriMo. And it is one of 4 massive Write-A-Thons which are going on throughout every single weekend in November, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm very excited. We're sitting down at my desk. I'm waiting to start the first sprint, which is with Moon Bunny Creative. I am attempting to do the entire 19 hours, which starts at 10 o'clock my time in the morning and finishes at 5 o'clock in the morning my time. So that's the bad thing about it, is that I'm attempting to do this entire thing, and we're going to vlog the entire thing as well, which I'm super excited about. So I've got my tea, pretty mug, and Moon Bunny Creative is literally about to go on, so we are going to go and we're going to hopefully get some good writing done today. Let's go. Okay, the first live stream is done. We are heading over to just as it started. I made the conscious decision not to check my word count today, just because I feel like it'll be distracting, and yeah, we're just gonna wing it the entire day. I sort of thought to myself, we're gonna do a 10k day. I want to try and do 1,000 words every single hour, which would be 19,000 total. But if I keep looking at my word count, I'm going to get very anxious or feel pressured if I'm nowhere near my word count, or if I somehow go over my word count, and my brain will then go, oh, don't worry, you don't need to write anymore, and it will just completely make me complacent. I don't want that. So today's word count is going to be a complete and utter surprise. I'm sort of going to judge by how many chapters that I've written, which is fun. So yeah, we are here and we are going to get some more words done. I'm on another one of Cambie's chapters at the moment. I've just started it. It's a pretty dark-ish chapter. We delve a little bit into her backstory. Not massively, it's sort of alluded at, and yes, it's the first real hard-hitting chapter that I'm writing, so I'm a little bit nervous about it, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll see what we do. This is going to be the last chapter before we break into 2 as well, so we are right here in the middle of debate, and we are so close to ending Act 1 and going into Act 2, which is so much looking forward to, because then we get more POVs to play with and I can fully get into the story, which I might find a bit easier than trying to set it up. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble setting up stories at the moment. It's always such a chore. I find getting into fun and games and stuff a lot more easier, which I don't know how to feel about that, because that always used to be my trouble area. But yeah, we're going to stop. We've got some more tea, we've got my water now as well, and we're gonna get to work. Okay, we are now at 20 to 2. We are in the middle of Kelly Wright's live stream slot. I've been on chapter 8 now for like the past 2 hours. It's really annoying me because my brain just will not switch off. My brain will not shove my inner editor to the side and just let me write the things I need to write. It is making me make things sound decent, and I don't like it, because and I know why. I'm attempting to write my very first kissing scene, which is just a pain in the butt because, like, how do you do that? So I'm struggling at the moment to sort of get that written, but I need to get it written and I need to get it finished so I can move on and not stall and write the words. That's where I am right now and it's frustrating me. So I think I'm almost done. Hopefully I can move on from it by the time this stream is finished. And by the time I'm on the next stream, which is Mary, I can be on chapter 9 and be done with stupid chapter 8. And yeah, how do you write those scenes? This is why I don't do romance. This is why.
I was going to get you to the card, but
I love that having the playlist up and running, it just automatically takes you to the next place after the previous stream is done. No hard work on my part at all. We're done chapter 8. Chapter 8 is done. I left it, I stopped it. It's probably too short. I don't know. I'm not checking my word count today. I'll sort it out later. But we're finally on chapter 9. We are break into 2. When Lane decides to follow her magic to try and find her brother, and she's going to be going to the street for the first time, which she's been forbidden to do all of her life. So I'm very, very excited to get this started, and hopefully with this sprint I will get chapter 9 done and dusted, and then we can be on our way with a new POV, which I'm so excited about.
yeah, I'm trying to go. You can't go that way. Mommy! No!
We are on Zara Hoffman's stream. I don't know how well I'm doing in regards to word count. We are at the very end of chapter 9. Lane has just entered the street. We are right at the beginning of Act 2, which I'm very, very excited about. And I had such trouble with chapter 8. It took me ages to do. It was really ridiculous. But chapter 9 was slightly easier. Hopefully going forward it'll be easier because it's a lot of dialogue, a lot of introductions to all of the new characters. Yeah? Thank you. I don't know, I just feel that's going to be easier than, you know, inner thought and emotions and stuff, which is what I've been dealing with over the past 2 chapters. So fingers crossed it's all going to be okay. Okay, I'm finally on a new POV. It's not Lane, it's not Cambry, it's not Avani. We are now on Matthew, which, thank God, I have a new voice to write. It's not going slowly at the moment because this particular chapter, at least the beginning bit of it, is quite well outlined, and it is going to take a lot of dialogue and explanation dialogue to get through. So that's always the thing I find easiest to do. So hopefully this chapter is going to go rather quickly. The Pinky Ponk. I'm really curious as to how many words I have written so far today. I want to look, but I don't want to look. So it's a bit of a conundrum. It's just like I want to keep it a surprise, but then I want to know how well or how badly I'm doing. I shall resist though, because I want it to be a surprise right at the end to see how many words I have or have not written. Will I do the 10k day? I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
Mommy. Daddy, that's a message, Mommy.
Did you see that skip in Watching Now? Seriously. Okay, we are almost all the way through of Sarah Lou Pratt's stream. I am taking a break a little bit just for this, oh, that was a firework. Taking a break for this, like, this last half hour just to rest and relax a little bit, get some food. Look what came today. My paper gang box, isn't it so nice and shiny? I love the decoration on that. I love the design on that. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna be opening this and getting back to chapter 10. I'm on now. I'm still on Matthew's first chapter. Bless you, bless you. I'm still on Matthew's first chapter. I'm 3/4 of the way done with that. After this sprint is done, we've got the story manifestos coming up, and there are some scheduling issues, but I got it sorted out. One of our hosts is doing a 2-hour live stream instead of the 1 hour like everybody else is, just to cover someone who had to drop out because they weren't feeling very well. So yeah, I'm excited to see how far this is going to go. I don't feel like I've written that much at all. Like, it's supposed to be a 10k day. I feel like I've maybe hit 6,000 or something like that, which is quite slow for me, seeing as I've been, you know, writing since 10 o'clock this morning, but quite slowly, which I'm not enjoying but sort of enjoying at the same time. It's just weird. Hopefully I'll get more than 10k during the rest of the streams I've got to visit today. 10 hours left to go. I keep looking at how long I've got and I'm like, so long, how am I gonna survive? We'll find out how I survive as we go along. So yeah, let's take my break and then we're gonna get back to it.
What's that beep?
What? Alright, we are in the middle of hour 10. It is like 20 past 7. I've just gotten back from a quick walk because I needed to do something that was not sitting down and writing, or sitting down and writing, as it were. I'm feeling okay so far, considering it's been 10 hours of you know, writing and 10 hours of live streams, and I've got like another 9 hours to go, guys. 9 more hours, but yeah, we got this. I'm still on chapter 10. This is how slow I'm writing. I've been on chapter 10 for what, the past 2 hours now, which is really bad. I haven't hit 10k yet. I've been writing for 10 hours. I have not hit 10k. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit the 1,000 words per hour that I wanted to, but as long as it's over 10k, sorry, it's bouncing up and down and around, we'll be okay. So let's go and into the loud noise of the living room and get some more work done. I don't know how to end chapter 10. It feels like it's way too long at the moment, and there's no like clear transition between chapter 10, which is Matthew's POV, to chapter 11, which is Baron's first POV, and then to chapter 12, which is Lane's POV. So Lane's POV comes almost immediately after Matthew's POV, but Baron's POV happens during Lane's POV in the next chapter, and I just can't think of how to do that transition properly between Matthew to Baron to Lane without taking up too much more time in Matthew's chapter, which I honestly believe is already too long. These are the issues I'm having, which is why I'm not writing fast. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to just finish Matthew's chapter and leave that off to where it makes sense to transition to Lane's next chapter, and sort of try and justify where Baron is during his chapter in a way that makes sense, that all of these sort of take place during the same day in the same afternoon at the same time, which is just I want to be done with chapter 10, but I need to keep adding to it to make things make sense. It's not fun anymore. I want to rush it and be done and move on to chapter 11. That's my plan. Let's do the plan. I'll see how it turns out. And we are officially moving from chapter 10 to chapter 11 and have finally hit fun and games. Let's see how this goes. So RP Winters is just finishing off his stream now. I am going to be going over and doing my part of the NaNoWriMo Relay for the next hour from 11 to 12. I think I'm on chapter 12 now. The ending of chapter 11, which is Baron's chapter. The very first Baron chapter, which compared to all of the other chapters is very dull, very informative rather than interesting. So I've got alpha readers reading through as I write, so I'll see what they think of it and seeing how, you know, how it goes and how they feel with it. I'm gonna go live, woohoo, and yeah, we'll see how far I can get with hosting my own stream and heading on to chapter 12, which is back to Lane. We are in the middle of the stream. We're about to go into the second 20-minute sprint, which is absolutely fantastic. Hello vlog. So we have just finished my stream. I got 3/4 of the way through chapter 12. I need to finish it off and then I'm on to chapter 13, which is fantastic. We're now here with Vixens of Fiction for sprint number 14. This is the 14th hour that I have been sprinting and I want to see how far I can go. Can I get the entire 19 hours before I crash? We're going to find out. We did good writing on the last stream because it was my stream and there's more pressure on me to write because people are watching me. But hopefully chapter 12, chapter 13, chapter 14 as well done before I'm finished today. We'll see how it goes. Heading over to chapter 12. I think it's chapter 12. I'm not so sure it's chapter 12. I'm gonna need to double check if it's chapter 12. Okay, we have hit yet another issue with how I've sort of organized my chapters, and that issue is where we end off with Lane's chapter 12, where she sort of accepts the fact that she's going to have to ask this group of thieves for help. It then skips right to Avani's chapter, where she's getting ready to go to this like dinner party, which is part of the group's plan to help Lane find her brother. So I'm now sitting here wondering what happened to the chapter where Lane officially asks them for help and they start making their plan, because it seems to have vanished into thin air. Did I move it up to set up because Cambridge's chapter was too short and then the POV order didn't work well and I needed to move it to make it work? Did I do that? No. I don't know what I've done then. Let me get some tea and I'll figure it out. Okay, it is currently 10 to 2 in the morning, and it has only just occurred to me that I have not been tracking any of my words or any of my sprints today because of the whole I'll find out how much I've done when I'm finished. So something should happen to Scrivener between now and when that happens. I will not know how many words I've written because I do not remember where I started. So really what I should have done before this day began was note down how many words were in the manuscript for Project Theft. So then if anything happened, I could see how many words are in Project Theft at the end and then just calculate the difference. Nothing will happen. It'll all be okay, but it's something to think about for next time. I still have 2 more hours worth of sprints to do. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. Why am I doing this? I only have one goal for this very last stream of the NaNoWriMo Relay, and that is to fill this white space with words, which will hopefully be the entirety of this scene plus some of the second one. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, guys. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And now it's bedtime. I don't think I ate dinner last night. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, as it is now. I'm alive, sort of, almost, I think. Wow. Okay, so it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon now on the 15th. I have had some sleep, considering all 4 of the kids are home. Yeah. Can't believe I actually did all 19 hours yesterday of the NaNoWriMo Relay. I was up until like 5 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning my time to 5 o'clock in the morning my time the next day of writing. Not solid writing, obviously, but writing. I have not yet looked at how much I wrote yesterday. My goal was 10k because it was a 10k day that I did yesterday. And my hope, my goal that I wanted to do was 1,000 words per hour, so 19,000 words in total. I don't think I got that at all, but we're about to see exactly how many words it is that I wrote on my project yesterday, which I'm actually very, very nervous about. I don't want to look, but we're going to look. Ooh, okay, here we go. How many words did I write yesterday? Let me see. 15,000. I wrote 15,000 words yesterday in 19 hours.
No.
Jesus. 15,000 words in one day. It's not the best I've done writing in one day, I have to say, but that's impressive. 15,209 words. So now what I need to do is go onto the NaNoWriMo website and log those results, because I didn't log yesterday. I'm going to have to log part of that for yesterday and part of that for today. So we'll do that now. Okay, so what we need to do is go into stats, because I need to update for yesterday and today. Let us 10,000 words for the 14th, which was before midnight. And then we want to add more words for today, and we want to add 5,200 and what was that again? 5,209 for today. So there we go. So far, day 15, we have written 75,893 words. I have 25,000 more to go to hit my 100k goal. It was actually not as difficult for me as I thought it would be to stay up until 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, I think it was around 2 or 3 o'clock I started feeling a little bit tired, like, oh, I'm yawning, oh, I could sleep. But then continuing to stay up, I was like, oh, it's not so bad. Like, I really got distracted and like didn't write much during like the last 2 streams. I wrote some, not much, just because I was like, you know, I can't write. I'm just gonna scroll through the internet and Instagram and see what's there instead of physically writing, because I was just like, oh, I just need to not write right now. But the entire thing was not as difficult as I was actually anticipating it to be. I handled it rather well. I used to do lots of overnights at McDonald's when I worked there many years ago, so that's probably why I'm more used to sort of keeping myself awake. Yeah, definitely not what I expected, but it was fun for the most part. I want to double check how many chapters I actually got through as well. I think it was 7, I'm not too sure. We started off with this chapter here, I believe. No. Yes? No. Yes. So I think I started off doing this back end of chapter 7. So we've done about that chapter 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we are halfway through chapter 14 as it is at the moment. So 7 chapters. I don't know how long all of these chapters are. They're not 3,000 words each. But yeah, 7 chapters written as well, which I'm very happy about. We are actually quite close to the midpoint. Only all of these chapters to go. Only those. It's fine, it'll be fine. I love all of these stats that the NaNoWriMo website has as well. Like, it says the night hour because I write the most between 9 PM and 10 PM, but that's just like when I update my words, so that's pointless. On average, I write 5,059 words per day, which I suppose, yeah, that averages out. But then it says I'm going to finish on the 10th of December, and we're well past that. So yeah, that was me doing a very stupid, probably not worth it, 19-hour Write-A-Thon, which I'm probably never going to do again. So yeah, I don't know how to close this off. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for whenever my next video comes up. Bye.